Hi guys, it's Eva speaking. Welcome to the Sims 4 Create a Sim video. I create 8 Sims for my Asylum challenge, and the first Sim, that is the main Sim of this challenge, is Holly Mage. And Holly Mage think she is a witch. I think indeed she is a witch, but nobody believes in her, and therefore she came to the asylum. And her traits are she's insane, as all these Sims in the asylum challenge, and she loves the outdoors and she's romantic. And she will have 4 aspirations. And we start with the serial romantic, and then later comes the painter extraordinaire, the chief of mischief, and the outdoor enthusiast. Yeah, and I gave her lots of dresses, and that I found fitting for a woman who believes that she is a witch. And different hairstyles, as you can see. And for sure she is a redhead. Okay, not all witches are redheads, but the typical witch seems to be a redhead. And yeah, I gave her this typical witch head, and because she likes to show, even in the asylum, that she is a witch. Yeah. And for the sleepwear, I gave her clothes that she can wear in the daytime too, because I know that the Sims really love to go around in their sleepwear the whole day through. Only if you tell them, okay, change your clothes, then they do, but usually they always wear their night dress. Yeah, and for possible parties, I gave her some party clothes and all the other kinds of clothes that a Sim could need. Yeah, and that's Holly. And now to the next Sim. And this next Sim will be called William Concur. And maybe you can already guess what he thinks that he is. Yes, he thinks he's a conqueror, and that his destination is to become the ruler of the world. And he behaved rather strangely, and therefore he ended up in the asylum. And his traits will be insane, evil and self-assured. His aspiration is the public enemy. And yeah, I try to make him strong, as you can see, with broad shoulders and so, and rather muscular. And now I'm looking for clothes that would fit for a conqueror in spe. And okay, he looks a little bit ridiculous, but I wanted somehow that the clothes represent his idea, what he wants to be. Yeah, and it's the asylum and not a normal office or so. Yeah, and therefore he likes to dress as Alexander the Great or William the Conqueror maybe, and so on. And even his night dress is a little bit strong. Yeah, later I will change his hair's color, because I don't want to have all black-haired men, but you will see. And I thought maybe someone who has a typical English name like William Concur could be a blonde one. And here, this is Leonardo Da Vinci. And maybe you can guess what he thinks he is. He thinks he is a reincarnation of Leonardo da Vinci. And now I changed the hair color. and that they differ a little bit more. And Leonardo da Vinci should be black-haired and Italian-looking and so, and I thought he has a good appetite and he has a little bit of a belly, and but feels very artsy, and his aspiration is a Renaissance sim, and he is a genius and a bookworm, and for sure he is insane. And yeah, I gave him clothes that look very art-like and maybe a little bit old-fashioned and relaxed style, and so maybe just the opposite to William Concur. Yeah, and maybe I will call him Leo in this Let's Play, in the challenge, but his official name is Leonardo. Yeah. And yeah, he came to the asylum because he told everybody that he is the reborn Leonardo da Vinci. And the next one, it's Toby Bear, and he thinks he is a bear. And yeah, his appearance is a little bit bear-like, so I would have liked to give him a lot of hair everywhere, but I only could do a beard and curly hair. But I could give him bear costumes, and he nearly always wears a bear costume. And he doesn't feel good without this. Maybe he had this phase in his childhood, where the kids like to wear bears, and it never ended for him. Yeah, and this is the only clothes where he doesn't wear a bear costume. And in her sleepwear and sportswear everywhere, bear costume, and he just feels totally unwell without the bear costume. And now we come to the women. No, not yet. This is Edward Palin. And yeah, I have to do him twice, because first I started to work on a normal sim, and then I realized, okay, I can't change him to a vampire, so I do have to start all over and make a new one. So this sim that you can see here will not be in the Asylum challenge, it will be a different one. But I will realize this rather soon. And I think the other one is even better, much better. And yeah, Edward Pale, this will be the name of the official vampire too. He is insane for sure. So now I start all over again with a new one. And so he is insane, and he is romantic and hot-headed, and he wants to become a master vampire. And because he told the people, hello, hi guys, I'm a vampire, he ended up in the asylum because nobody believed that he could be a vampire, but he is a vampire. And we all know in the Sims world there are vampires, and yeah, but the other Sims, they didn't believe him, and therefore we find him in the asylum. And yeah, he has to deal with the life in the asylum, and he will not get enough food from eating food. He has to drink from his asylum mates from time to time, and yeah, he has to live his life in the asylum. As a gamer, I can only play with Holly Mage, and all the others have to play on their own, so they just have to do whatever they want to do. and I never play them, and I'm not even allowed to check on her needs. Yeah, he just has to live and take care that he doesn't go outside in the daytime. If we are unlucky, he will just burn from going outside in the daytime. So, and as you saw, I gave him lots of clothes that I found good for a vampire, and now I have to work on his second form, the dark form, and I don't want it to make it too ugly, only a little bit ugly, so that he is still an attractive young man. Yeah, but with some vampire features. Yeah. And I changed the hair color a little bit and the skin tone and all this and that, and yeah, the clothes are a little bit more old-fashioned in his dark form. Okay, but now there will be the women. This is Riley Galaxy, and as you can see, she is an alien, and the same as with Edward Pale, she is an alien. She told the people, hey guys, I'm an alien, and then they brought her to the asylum. And yeah, and there she has to live, and maybe the people in the asylum believe her that she is an alien. We will see. And I'm just working on her disguise, so she looks rather human, but with blue hair. Even in her disguise form, she doesn't want to look totally normal, but she is proud to be an alien, and therefore she dresses a little bit fancy and loves her blue hairstyle, and even when she can't wear her violet pink skin tone in the disguise. And as you saw for the party, we had this alien outfit. Yeah, but like this, she looks like a fancy young woman. And later I will change the alien form, and I wonder whether we will see her more in her alien form or in her disguise. So that's totally up to her, because we can't play with her too. And because maybe we always see her in the alien form, I thought, okay, she gets nice clothes, and I think usually she doesn't like to wear her space suit, but more nice dresses like those. Okay, and this will be Mariah Good. So she has a little bit of a religious fanatism, and that went so strong that they brought her into the asylum. She is totally in being holy and very, very good and flawless and whatsoever, and her traits are she is insane and she is good, but she is a glutton, and she is very much ashamed of this. And her aspiration is she wants to become the friend of the world, and yeah, she wants to become holy as possible. And I forgot to tell you the traits of Riley Galaxy. She is a genius and a dance machine, and her aspiration is a nerd brain, because she thinks on, I want to build a rocket ship and go home to my home planet. But back to Mariah. Here you see she wears very holy clothes, very long, and Oh, and here already comes our last sim. This is Emma Star, and she is obsessed in becoming a film star, or at least a singing star. And she really thinks she is totally famous and behaves rather strange. And that's why we find her in the asylum. And she always wears a most beautiful makeup, and she loves the color pink and everything that is similar to pink. And so she wears very fancy clothes, and yeah, she always thinks that there are paparazzi around, and her aspiration is she wants to become a leader of the pack, and she is squeamish and for sure a snob, because she thinks she is something better than all the other people around her, because she is a famous film star. Yeah, and as you can see, she dresses like a film star, and yeah, maybe she will feel a little bit more humbled while living in the asylum. Yeah, so let's have a look on all of them, and I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.